Hello, and welcome to Trump's Might and Magic Duel of Champions series, Week 8. This is a special edition since the new series is out, Sins of Betrayal. This video is recorded very shortly after the release of this new expansion pack, and by the way, very cool deal going on. If you like what you see, you can sign up using the link below, and with a new account, you're going to get 3 free Sins of Betrayal packs to start you off. Great deal for those starting out. Welcome to Sins of Betrayal. And I've got 20 Sins of Betrayal packs to open here. With the Sins of Betrayal expansion comes not only 100 cards, but also quite a few changes to the Inferno Pit and first/second player, and some card changes, those being the most memorable. I've got a general idea on the deck type that I want to build, but let's take a look at these cards anyways. I will be using a few cards from the Sins of Betrayal expansion for certain. I should take a look at that unique card in particular, Shogun Sanctuary. 2 damage to target creature and all adjacent creatures. Sweet. Ooh, unique foil Timebender Jin. Some combo womboing for the Academia. Oh man, another foil unique. Another Shogun. Nice. Wow. 3rd Shogun. Okay. And of course, Sanctuary has some cute returny mechanics, so use it with the Shogun. Pretty good stuff. Blazing Succubus. Dousing Kappa, raise your Kappas. Got a Spirit Synergy guy. Another Shogun for 4 Shoguns. Yes, I got him. Kirill, new Inferno champion. This hero is actually one which I wanted to build a deck around, and I got the luck to open it. Sweet. Inferno has been represented poorly in these videos so far, but I've got a plan for a sick Inferno deck. Wow, getting quite a few of these unique cards. Fire Rain. 3 damage to all creatures on 2 target rows. Whoa. Primaligned. Banish another target non-hero, non-event card from the battleground. 7. It's a pretty big endgame guy. Oh goody, another Kirill. Just in case I didn't get the first one. Scarification, one of the cards I previewed. Oh, and it's got a 3 fortune requirement. Guess I can't use it. in the planned deck I have. Another Shogun. We've got the Haven hero. Increase the size of all friendly stacks by 1. I gotta imagine that does well in the Barracks Haven type deck. Executioner Succubus. Might want to try this mean girl out. Maybe. Oh. Foil Anton. Got a nice little Inferno Wizard. Alright, pretty good stuff here. Oh, and I get a base set for opening up a bunch of Inferno cards, I think. Nice little prize. Okay. So, one of the changes with the... what is this? Own one of each Inferno card from the Sins of Betrayal series. Oh. Alright, so one of the cool new changes is that in the Inferno pit, you can now gain wild cards through sacrificing cards. 1,000 gold worth of sacrifice equals 1 wild card. And that's pretty good when you're looking at craft specific cards. And what do we have in here? We've got a Shantiri Titan. It doesn't really matter what it is. I'm just going to be sacrificing a few cards. This is your chance to get rid of all of your black vultures. Where are those? Rip Black Vulture. I mean, my Black Vulture collection is almost 2,000 gold and 2 wild cards. Pretty nice. Alright, so here I've sacrificed my duplicate cards and a bunch of garbage. I've got a 100% chance of winning this fine card, but perhaps more importantly, I'm getting 20 wild cards. Nice. Now, unfortunately, I've done quite a bit of thought, and I've come to the conclusion that I don't quite have what it takes to build a Kirill deck. So I'm gonna go with good old Deleb instead. Seems like she's a slightly better fit. And that's a little bit of a bummer for me. But anyways, the general idea that I'm going to have is something very aggressive. And, oh, earlier I did call those Sanctuary cards unique because of the orange text, but they're actually epics. Many of which are unique, but one in particular, which is quite a lot better with the Dragon Crystal change, which we'll see in the games moving forward, is Lava Spawn, a very aggressive card. And when I looked at things and I was like, what, a 1 mana 3/3? I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Now, of course, it has a very big drawback, but with the recent change, Lava Spawn has become quite a lot better, I would say. So, gonna make a good old Deleb, very aggressive deck with Lava Spawns, which is at its best in aggro decks. These Lava Spawns would be the most expensive part of the deck. Hatching Breeder, a very efficient basic card. Thrall of Hatred, reasonable stats, nice effect. And Osmotic Breeder is going to be pretty good at generating guys, as I have many spells planned. 3 of these, I believe. And the spells are going to be good old fire spells, which are very good at keeping up the aggression. Soften them up and then finish them with the high attack value creatures. That Forked Firebolt, which is 2 Firebolts in one, the value. Some Inner Fire to buff the aggression and take no retaliation. One more Delve into Madness. A 0 requirement Fortune. I was thinking about putting the new card Scarification in here, but it has a heavy Fortune requirement. And last time I've substituted a week of the Elder Races for a week of the Mercenaries, but it's about time to get a 4th copy of this one. I think I am also going to want 4 week of the Elder Races for this deck, as there's going to be pretty much all demons. I believe some of the... I've done a bit of research on the competitive decks, and some of them... probably the reason why most of these type of decks don't run 4 of each is because there's some very specific decks out there which you can put the hose on with specific counter events, but for this purpose I'm just going to be looking to make my deck the strongest as it stands. I was playing around with the baseline of what was going to go into my Kirill deck, but unfortunately I figured, the fire and dark creatures, and by the way, the new set does introduce more creature types with specific requirements. For example, this one is now a fire creature, so we can get benefits with Kirill, but I just couldn't find quite enough benefits. Even though the base stats are really good on it, 2 might and 1 magic, I decided that good old Delub, Princess of Pain, would be fitting. It also has 2 might, and she's got a side ability which is... I was thinking Kirill's is going to be a bit more useful, but Delub's might come into play more often. For the events, I am going to be running the 4 and 4 of the week, and this is going to buff the many demons that will be in the deck. And it's going to start off very fast with the lava spawns, which have a heavy drawback, but you get them out in the early game and you might just roll over your opponent. Of course, it's got the usual crew of Maniac, Succubus, Juggernaut, and let me put a few of these other guys I just crafted in here. Oh, by the way, Lurker in the Dark was a card that was in these decks, but has gotten nerfed, and now is not nearly as good. For the spells, we've got some good old removal. Fire is really good for these more aggressive decks because you can burn out the opponent's guys and then finish them off with your guys. Everything ultimately burns. A little bit of Delve into Madness as the only thing that requires has no fortune requirement. So this hero will be sticking with only 1 fortune, and that's mainly to be able to cast these Thrall of Hatreds. It tops off with Hikyu, very spicy, unique creature. Now I just need to figure out 8 more cards to put in here. And herein lies the reason why I was hesitant to use Caleb. It's because I look at all my creatures and none of them actually have the theme, the sub-theme of dark and fire type. That's what I'm missing, the Inner Fire. These final cards used to be easy. Just put in some Lurker in the Darks, but this card is now severely nerfed. Well, changed for the worse. Balanced, whatever you'll want to call it. So I suppose the last few slots will toss in some Lashing Liliums, as it appears that I have a lot of guys in melee. It's very tempting to add in the new card, Jubal's Minion. Tough to evaluate, but we'll toss in 2 of her as well. And we're good to go. Go ahead and name the deck the good old Deleb 5-2-1, although most of the deck can be cast with just 4 Might and 2 Magic. So a very focused rush deck, even more severe than the deck played last week. Alright, and let's take Inferno out for a spin. I expect these decks, or these matches, to be fast and furious, and hopefully ending with me completely running them over, which is the goal of this deck. You play your very cost-efficient guys. That basic card from the base set, Juggernaut, is just so strong. Alright, up against the Stronghold. There we go, with all these Juggernauts. Though this is strong, it is not as strong as what the deck wants to do, which is start off with some 1s. Alright, so welcome to the new rules, where instead of having 2 mana on this turn, now you've got a Dragon Crystal, which will either draw a card or gain 1. Seems like a fine time to play out one of these lava spawns. Very strong. Most of my... I've got mainly shooters, which is a little unusual. So I'll put this guy out in the front. Would be even nicer if I had another lava spawn I could play 2 of them, but that would simply be unfair. And I'll back up my dragon with a succubus. Nice strong row there. Yeah, good opportunity for me to use the crystal in order to get a bit of a lead, I think. Or I could simply play a Juggernaut. One way or the other. I'll take it easy on this one. And these guys are just doing so much work already. Oh, this poor chump with his black vultures. I could blow both of them up and then Dragon Crystal and kill them, and that would be 9 to him. But I already have the... I can already kill all of these guys without losing anything also. This is just way one-sided. Oh, missed out on 1 damage there. The very high attack value of these creatures just kills people dead. I wonder if I have lethal here. That's 4, 7, 9, 11, yes. Oh, that's easy lethal. I was thinking of doing something fancy, but we just have to bring out the rage in this guy. Ah, a sanctuary. I will enjoy killing your... mostly spells here. I'm not looking for those. Okay, so, these aren't lava spawns, but getting 2 of these out early should be pretty nice too. But imagine if this was lava spawn. Man, that would be the stuff. And that's the upside of having your guy out already. Whoop-pow. That's pretty fast. Easy victories as expected. Going exactly to plan. I've got 1 lava spawn, but these other guys, too many spells. Oh man, speaking of too many spells, that is all spells. That's a problem. Alright, I'll turbo out one of these guys. Most of my deck is melee, so put this guy in the back. Even though this is a shooter, it is not immune to retaliation. Magic melee shooter. Here's one of the benefits of having my guy out already. I can put the inner fire and crush that guy. What, you didn't learn your lesson the first time? Actually, this time the firebolt is better. It lets me spend my mana more efficiently. Oh, right! He made it so I can't target his guy. Feel a little silly. Okay, so I can kill it with inner fire, but then I waste a mana. This seems like a good guy to just play on curve. Put it in front. Oh, a barracks. Okay, forked firebolt can kill the barracks guys. This is pretty scary. It does take some time for that to go off though. Alright, so I can on this turn clear everything. Or not quite. Alright, so I'll just play the Juggernaut is the safest, and then I guess I'll play a firebolt to spend the mana, round out the mana. I'm happy to see someone playing with the barracks. This is one of the cards that I would myself want to play. Alright, so this is Retribution, so it is going to deal damage to me no matter what. So I'm going to have to count my guy off as dead. This looks like it's going to do a lot of work. So I will play this first. For Juggernaut. And play one of these. In the back. Gonna want to start drawing a card each turn since I'm at my max amount of resources. Oh, big fat guy there. Okay, pretty sure I can take that out though. So all I need to do is deal 4 damage to it with 2 forked firebolts. This is going to cause me to spend all my mana. I'm going to have to buff a resource. Bummer. But it has to be done. Unless I use Inner Fire. And then I can also draw a card. keeps playing some really high health minions. This is tough. That guy is too tough for me. I'm going to have to get this guy out of the way, otherwise it'll scatter onto me. This sweep attack, though, looks like it can be very strong. Get out the way! Another barracks. If I manage to get a weaker of the other races off, or one of my other ones, this will look pretty strong. If I give this guy too much time, he's gonna flood me with barracks guys, so I've gotta kill him rather quickly. Wow, barracks only costs 2. Uh-oh. Okay, so this is going to sweep, and that's really good. 2 lava spawns. Can't let this young whippersnapper beat me. Or maybe I have no choice but to. He's got me outgunned. I should have played this Thrall of Hatred first. No, it was not a demon. But this is it. This turn. Oh, gotta move this guy away. Otherwise it's gonna wreck me. Apparently, oh, that's great to hear. But it's not great to hear that he is going to beat me with his barrack shenaniganry. Gotta be out of Griffin Legionnaires soon, right? Oh my gosh, the stacking. Oh my gosh, well, ouch. That's pretty good. I do have a lot of demons, which means Thrall of Hatred might... Oh, weak of the Elder Races. This could be my rescue. He's got so many tough guys. I definitely have to do this. It's just gonna tickle him. And either way, I'm going to draw 1 card. Firebolt. They're all demons. I have no good way of doing this. Even though my board looks good, his is way better. And that scatter shot is going to survive. That scatter shot is going to destroy me. Wow. Well, that was some good stuff. Guess I gotta rush this deck down faster somehow. That was an excellent display of the barracks nature, though. Alright, I hate ending on a loss, so next opponent, I will crush you! Alright, this curve's hand is terrible. This hand's curve is terrible. New hand. I go second, and I once again get the Dragon Crystal. Oh, what is this? Miranda. Relocation Specialist. Oh, we've got a pretty good start here. Alright, so his opponent's almost certainly going to be playing the relocation game with that minion. That creature, rather. Anyways, let's just stack up this row anyways. Aim for the throat. Alright, this chick's pretty tough. It's really inefficient for me to deal with it with lava, with Firebolt, but I really have no choice. Unless I want to do a relocation game right now. I'll play the shell game. Alright, that was pretty good to return that. It's basically the same as killing it. But now at least I have the correct math to take down this guy. These are all demons, so the buff could be very strong. Okay, so this is guaranteed to move here after attacking. After being attacked, rather. Neat. Big Jin. Ah, Firebolt. Just what I needed. Oh, spell resist. Oh, weak of the Elder races. Just what I needed. This will work too. And I can even play the Lava Spawn and just, yeah. That must sting. Oh! Oh, I could have done even better with that. Whoops. Just done some damage there, I'm sure. If this was in melee. Anyway. Maybe I didn't even need to use Weak of the Elder Races. No, I did in order to make this kill that. But anyways, this is an overwhelming force. Oh man, double week of mercenaries here. Let's get her done. Nice. Pretty rough. Alright, well. Pretty nice rushy type deck. So it has been my pleasure to bring you this Duel of Champions gameplay. Definitely a very deep game. Highly strategic. And feel free to try it out for free. Use the link below. Start off with three Sins of Betrayal packs, which gets you a nice head start into this new expansion.